you're basically just gonna right click and hit rename. Then you're gonna select the last 3 letters. Instead of HTM, we're gonna type in ASP and hit enter. It'll give you this warning, but you can ignore it. Alright, so now it's called pixlogin.asp. Okay. Just to jump ahead, we're going to do that the same exact thing with the protected page as well, so I'm just going to let you know. I'm not going to show that to you in this box right now, because I'd like to show you another way. In Dreamweaver, okay, this has changed. Alright. In Dreamweaver, you can go ahead and go over to the files, the site assets list over here, and you can change the extension right over here as well. So we have pixlogin.asp where we've already pasted our top code, we've already pasted our login box. I've already changed the extension, so I can just go ahead and upload that. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in a little bit. In Dreamweaver, there is an up arrow which you can see there, which I can't quite point at because I don't think my cursor shows up in this view. But you just click the up arrow while that's selected. Pixlogin.asp is selected. And go like that. It'll connect. Let's see if I can zoom in. And it will upload. Basically, it's already uploaded. So I'm going to go ahead and check that out. Let's go ahead and look at that online. Here was our login page before. Of course, we know we've changed the name, so I'm going to go ahead and change that to ASP and see if we can find it. There it is. Okay, great. So we've got a login page. So let's get done with the next part. Back to Sentry. The next step is protect pages. So let me see if I can zoom in down here. Click the button below to move on to protecting your pages. We're going to do that. Click. Okay. This is step 4, protect pages. This gives us some choices. Zoom in a bit. Please choose one. I want any logged in member to be able to access the page, recommended for most situations. We're going to use that for this, just for simplicity. But you can also do this. You can set it up so that only logged in members of one of the specific PayPal subscription definitions you've created can access it too. So that gives you a lot of flexibility. And you can even set it up so that only one single member can access the page. So you can actually protect a page that only one specific member can log into. It's really cool. So there's a lot of flexibility there. We're just going to use the basics vanilla version here. We're going to go ahead and get the code to protect the page. And protecting the page is even easier than the login page because there's only one thing to paste, and that's just the top code. And that's great. So we're just going to come down here, select this. That's the top code. Control C. Come back over here to Dreamweaver. And ignore all these silly warnings. Okay, this is that protected page you may have remembered that we want to protect. We're just going to go ahead and scroll all the way to the top of the source code. And we are going to just go ahead and paste. Okay, so there's our page protection top code. Okay. We're going to save that. I'm just going to go ahead and close that page. I'm going to go ahead and close that page. Let's see. Okay, so right over here, we have pix.html. We know we need to change that extension to ASP. Where is it? There we go. Okay. All done. And now I'm going to upload it. Okay. Dreamweaver's putting it. Putting is the same thing as sending it up to the server. Alright, let's go ahead and check that out now. We've got our login form there. I'm going to move that over here. This is Google Chrome I'm using, by the way, this browser. Now we already know that pixlogin.asp has a login form and it's currently working, but we haven't tested it yet, which we will. And we have our perfectly appearing members login form. And it, as you can see, I'm going to scroll in on it a little bit. You can see it has a forgot password on my profile and a sign up link on it, so it's pretty fully functional. Okay, let's go ahead and check out the protected page. Here's the protected page, the HTML. version of it. As you can see, it's still pix.htm. We're still viewing the page that's supposed to be protected. Now, we haven't refreshed it yet. We haven't gone back to it yet. Of course, we know we've changed the extension to ASP, so let's now go to pix.asp. Now, as soon as I hit enter, we're browsing to pix.asp, a protected page, so we should not be able to view it. So let's try that. And there we go. We got redirected. Oops, let me scroll up. Your access has been restricted for the following reasons. Necessary to first log in to access the requested page. And this presents us with some options. Not a member, click here to sign up. Already a member, click here to go to the login page. Click here to go to the pay trading system homepage, and click here to return to the previous page. So it's pretty cool. As you can see, it shows a header and footer, a skin, in other words, as they call it in the trade. And that's real easy to create. It's real step-by-step. Sentry makes that easy to take any page of your site and add the skin. As you can see, we're at Sentrylogin.com here, but it looks just like your site. It just looks just like the pay trading site, the client site. And that is because it is seamless. Okay, that's the idea. We want that seamlessness. Okay, let's test a login. We're going to test a login for a member that I already created manually. His name is Joe Blow. Joe Blow at example.com. And of course, don't try this at home. You're not going to be able to log in with these credentials that I show you here by the time you see this video. And yes, I have permission to access paytrading.com's Sentry account for this purpose. Okay, so let's go ahead and type in his password. Okay, should be brought directly to the protected page that we just created. So let's click login now and find out. And there we go. There it is. We're here. As you can see, we're at paytrading.com. Scroll in here. And Sentry has tacked on a login token as part of its login mechanism. You don't need to worry about any of that. As you can see, we're logged in, and we have a logout button that we built into the skin of this particular site. We can click log out now, and we'll be logged out. We try going back to that same page again. We can't access it because we're logged out. So that's it. That's Sentrylogin.com in a nutshell. That's just a quick overview. Hope you liked this tutorial, and I hope you'll use Sentrylogin.com or any of the other methods that I've shown you for adding a login to your website. It makes it very, very easy. Please rate this video, please recommend it, and thanks. Bye-bye.